Willem Buiter is the chief economist at Citigroup and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. He's now a senior fellow at the Council on Foreign Relations. He joins us live now. Thank you so much for being with us. So now that this hearing is over, what does Congress do now, do you think?
Well, with a bit of luck, we see some legislation that reimposes the tighter Dodd-Frank conditions that were relaxed in 2018, and B, hopefully take some measures to improve the oversight of the banks, because there clearly was an oversight failure in addition to a management failure.
So in terms of who or what is really to blame in all of this, I mean, is it largely, I mean, you talk about, obviously there was an oversight failure for sure, but many people obviously are pointing the finger squarely at SVB, saying there was clearly major mismanagement at the bank. I mean, obviously as well, there are oversight issues. I mean, even the fact that the Federal Reserve just continued to raise interest rates is also a massive issue here as well. So where do you think the blame really lies in all of this?
Well, the blame lies first and foremost, of course, with the management of SVB. That had this incredibly concentrated depositor base, giving it liquidity risk, and this massive exposure to long-dated debt instruments, exposing it to interest rate risk. I don't think the Fed can be blamed for doing what it should be doing when faced with persistent inflation, that is raising policy rates. That was the right and proper response. If management had been more competent, and if supervision had been more insightful and more aggressive, SVB was only ranked third on the 5-point CAMELS rating system, which the Fed uses to rank banks by the degree of difficulty that they're likely to encounter, where 1 is best and 5 is worst. So it wasn't yet, even in February, ranked as a potentially non-viable bank, simply some bank that needed to change its risk profile. So I think there's a lot of regulatory failure to be learned from.
As you know, investors are really, searching, scouring for any sign of weakness in any of the major banks right now. Many people have come forward and said, look, the banking sector is resilient. We heard that today as well. Investors don't seem to be 100% convinced just yet. What is it going to take to fully convince them of that?
I think the only solution to this problem is time. And if there is a run on another bank, another firm and appropriately scaled response by the relevant monetary authorities, whether we talk about Credit Suisse or about SVB and the other US banks that even now are still subject to some run risk. So I think only time will heal this wound, and the proven ability of central banks to stand ready as lender of last resort and market maker of last resort to deal with market illiquidity and run problems. No private mechanism can defend you against a run risk. There has to be a lender of last resort standing ready.
All right, Willem Buiter, live for us there. Thank you. Appreciate your insight here. All right.